welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This could be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. Be sure to take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, make sure you check out the description below, and I'd be happy to assist you with doing so. Remember that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. It is a good idea to have an empty cup when you are on Lady Noble's channel and you really want to see what's up. Okay? Hope you all are happy, safe, doing wonderful, and feeling great. All are welcome on this channel, and all contributions are highly appreciated. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for your support. Hope you're feeling great. Hope you're keeping that vibration high, expecting a positive outcome in whatever you are dealing with at this time. Okay. Today we're going to tap into the element of air. We're doing air signs. Okay. All right. What is it that the collective needs to know? Air signs. Air signs. What is it the air signs need to know for their highest good? Air signs. What is it the air signs need to know? Okay. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. What is it that the air signs need to know for their highest good? 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Haha, okay. Air signs. We have major arcana number 15, major arcana number 15, the devil card. It says the devil represents your shadow or darker side of negative forces that constrain you and hold you back from being the best version of yourself. You may be at the effect of negative habits, dependencies, behaviors, thought patterns, relationships, or addictions. So clearly, air signs. This energy of the devil card means for you to be aware of allowing your shadow side, any negative thought theories or forms, any negative perceptions that you have of yourself, any habits that you know that could be holding you back or sabotaging you from growing or progressing in life. Make sure that you're doing positive talk. Make sure you're doing your daily affirmations. If you don't have any, create some. Make sure you're finding a way whenever you get in that dark space or place to pull yourself back, to recalibrate your energy. Air signs, there's a strong need. I'm picking up that there is no one projecting onto you, but for you to be mindful to not allow yourself to be saturated in that stinking thinking. I'm always feeling that there's something wrong or someone's out to get you. There is no one trying to do anything to harm you. What is for you, air signs, will never pass you by. And so source is clearly saying for you to get out of your head that all is well. Always expect a positive outcome. You can only do what you can, no matter what you're dealing with, no matter what you're facing, and you have to surrender the rest. Doesn't matter how big, medium, or small the situation is. You're only one person. You only have two hands. So know and trust and believe that there is a higher power working for you on your behalf. And so you do what you can and trust that the rest is going to work out for your highest good, and what is for you will never pass you by. And anytime you receive any kind of resistance in your life or something doesn't turn out the way you thought it would, it's because that's projection, that's protection. That's protection. Rejection is protection, also redirection. There are times where we have to be rejected or things don't turn out because there's something bigger and better that is ahead. And there are times that you will not have full reasoning of why something did not turn out or arrive the way you wanted it to, but doesn't mean that you won't receive peace, happiness, abundance, prosperity, whatever you're trying to manifest or create in your life. But Spirit is saying clearly with this devil energy to be mindful of being all in your head. Be mindful of being in that stinking thinking. Nobody's life is perfect. Each and every day is different for the whole world. But find a way to recalibrate your energy. Okay? Whether it's affirmations, whether it's dancing, listening to some music, doing something fun. Maybe it's looking at a picture, or maybe it's visualizing yourself on a beach. Whatever works for you. The next major arcana we have is number 17, okay? The star. As the star follows the tower, as the star follows the tower card in the tarot, okay? It comes as a welcome reprieve after a period of destruction and turmoil. You have endured many challenges and strip yourself bare of any limiting beliefs and have previously held you back. You are realizing, air signs, that your core essence, who you are beneath all layers. So this is saying that you are clearly going to overcome this energy of darkness or negative thinking. Any negative energy that may be lurking in the back of your mind, in the back of your consciousness. One moment you're feeling good, you're feeling happy, you're feeling upbeat. The next moment, you may feel off or uncentered. And Spirit is saying sometimes that is you overthinking. That is you all in your head, going too deep instead of resting assured and trusting that you will have a positive outcome. And so, with this star card following the devil energy, this is clearly clarifying that the people whom I am speaking to, that you are working on making sure that you're not being negative in your thoughts, the way you treat yourself, the way you speak to yourself. And you are working on making sure you maintain a higher frequency, a higher vibration. You could also be someone who would, you're making changes. You may be making changes when it comes to certain places you go, conversations that you have, maybe you're working on that. It takes time to not engage in negative conversations, especially when it comes to gossip. But with momentum, Spirit is saying continue working on yourself. But this card, this star energy, confirms that you are working on it. If not working on it, you will be working on it in the near future. So remain optimistic, about your mood and your spirit, about how you feel about yourself. Change is always happening. You will not be in this state of mind forever. Okay. And so I'm picking up that you are determined. You do recognize that this is something that you need to work on. It says you have endured many challenges and stripped yourself bare of any limiting beliefs. So you're going to strip yourself and work on, releasing any limited beliefs that you have about yourself. You are realizing your core essence, who you are beneath all of the layers. Okay. And so we are all put here to learn and experience here on planet Earth. And we are multidimensional beings. There are many depths to us, but it's an individual journey and process, and it is up to you individually to want to get to know your higher self, get to know and learn and explore the layers of your entire being, of all of who you are. Okay. Yes, a very deep read, in science, a very deep read. Okay. The next card we have here is another major arcana, which is a minor arcana. It is the Two of Cups. Okay. It says the Two of Cups is about a relationship built on respect, harmony, and support. Okay. It is a love that is inspiring, emotionally fulfilling, and built from mutual attraction. While this card typically indicates romantic relationships, it can also signify non-romantic partners like business or a platonic friendship. So there is a connection that will cross your path that will be very healthy for you, that will have an exchange of like-minded energy. There will be reciprocity. It could be romantic, could be business, or it could just be a platonic friendship. And so Spirit is saying that as you work on yourself and you surrender the limited beliefs and mindsets of yourself, it's going to open the opportunity for new energy to come into your life. Because as I always say, but it's so true, the new fresh energy, especially high vibrational energy, cannot reside with the old. You cannot hang on to the old way of being, doing, thinking, and enduring, and be expecting some new high vibrational situation to enter your life. Okay. And so because you are working on yourself, you are opening the opportunity and creating space for new people to enter your life. So it looks like this could be a friendship, a business partnership. Okay. Or it could be romantic. It could be someone that you will end up dating. So remain optimistic, air signs, about your present as well as your future. Keep working on yourself. Trust and know it is an everyday process. Life is a journey. It is a never ending process, As I always say, once a person transitions out of this fleshly suit, the journey continues. There is no ending. Okay, so it's a marathon, it is not a race. Okay, the next card we have here is judgment. Okay, all right, number 20 here. It says the judgment card often indicates that you need to make a life changing decision. But unlike those associated with a logical justice card, this decision requires a blend of intuition and intellect. You are experiencing a spiritual awakening and realizing that you are destined for much more. You hear the call. Are you ready to act? So, this judgment card is perfect, air signs. It's clearly saying and stating that as you release, once again, the negative thinking and continue to work on yourself, that you are being prepared to experience a spiritual awakening, which is putting you into the star energy and which is also opening you up to new relationships, new energy, new people. Okay, and these people will be of a different caliber, a different type of vibe, different experience. Whatever you have experienced in the past, these people or this person will be much different. Maybe in the past you have experienced maybe people being not honest, deceitful, people you weren't able to trust. Well, this new energy will be a person or people whom you can trust. People who want to see you win. Okay, so this is new energy. Okay, and with the star card in the upright, it is confirming that you are exploring the many layers of yourself. And you will also be able to, I'm picking up someone will be able to accomplish and embrace and enhance their natural abilities and skills. So you may be finding out that you are intuitive. You may begin to learn how to work with your intuitive gifts, and you also may also find out that you've had these gifts all along. Oh, this is getting deep. You will learn about your intuitive gifts. You will begin to enhance those gifts, as well as finding a way to work with them here in the 3D that will benefit you, possibly creating some kind of stream of income, possibly pivoting you in a direction of some kind of entrepreneurship, wanting to create a business or establish yourself to assist others. Okay, so it looks like your process, your healing journey, your journey and your process of doing the work on yourself, you'll be able to help others. Possibly maybe you want to write a book. Okay, you may be a motivational speaker, you may do divination. Okay, you could be a life coach. You may want to go back to school to further your education to become a psychologist or some kind of therapist. This could be many things. You could be a chef, a cook. People can heal people through their cooking. Okay, so this could be many things. You could be into the beauty industry. I'm picking up esthetician, a makeup artist. Okay, you may use your gifts, your hands to make people feel confident and beautiful, and this could turn into a business or a brand for you. So remain optimistic once again, as I stated, about your present as well as your future. Okay. The next card that we have here is the Page of Pentacles. It says the Page of Pentacles indicates, air signs, you have big dreams. Okay, as I was just speaking, look at God. And a strong, enthusiastic desire to make those dreams come true, air signs. Perhaps you are starting a new project. Look at God. I cannot make this up. Or a job. To achieve your goal, approach your task pragmatically and keep your feet on the ground. So Spirit says stay grounded. You have a lot of good favor and opportunity headed your way, air signs. So for you to stay grounded, go ahead. If you have not, I'm picking up on some of you who have already started the work of healing and working on changing your mindset. But begin, and I'm also picking up on some who have not. But be patient with yourself. There's no need to rush. Know and trust that your path does not have to look like anyone else's. Okay, and there's a lot of good prosperity and luck coming your way. Air signs. Spirit is clearly saying, the moment that you have chosen to answer the call with the Judgment card out here, that's when you activated your star player, which is you, your MVP. You are the MVP. the moment that you chose to surrender, the negative mindset, the negative, that you are limited when you are really a limitless being. The moment that you accepted the judgment, you chose to answer the call. And that's when you opened and activated your star player, the MVP. You are the most valuable player. Nobody wants you to be more happy and successful than you, air signs. And so you have activated, you know, this new path that you are on, this new path that you are embarking on. And it is leading you, to fulfillment. They want you to stay grounded because it is leading you to prosperity. Whatever your hopes, dreams, and ambitions are, it is obtainable, it is possible. And so they want you to stay grounded and trust the process. And once again, be easy on yourself. Don't be so hard. Your life does not have to look like anyone else's. There's someone who's measuring themselves according to what they do to someone else's. We are all uniquely and individually divinely created. And your life, your mission does not have to look like anyone else's. As I'm reading these tarot cards here, the way I distribute my read does not have to look like or be demonstrated like any other reader. People communicate differently, people distribute messages differently, and that's perfectly fine. There are things, many things that you need to know, that they are uniquely designed to be different, to be unique. And so Spirit is also saying the different things about you, the different traits about you, air signs, for you to embrace those things. Don't run from it, embrace it. Be grateful and thankful to be different and to be unique. We're not supposed to imitate and duplicate each other's lives. So air signs, let me get a mudra card before we close out this read for you. One good mudra card for the air sign spirit. One good mudra card, thank you. You see that? Ask and you will receive. Okay. This one is justice. I am not. I am not to judge. Okay. I am not to judge. Justice. Okay. The back of this card says this mudra fortifies the solar plexus, clears the head, centers, and stabilizes. Stand up for your rights, but without passing judgment on others, air signs. Okay? You can leave the judgment to a higher court. Okay? And that could also refer to spiritually, on other dimensions, on other realms, your ancestors, okay, or source God, the creator. You may criticize what others do, but it is not up to us to judge the doer. For remember, only injured people injure. Only oppressed people want to oppress others. Only weak ones want to weaken other people, air signs. And only the frustrated want to frustrate others. Try to hand over the injustices which others do to you, air signs, to the universal authority, as I just mentioned. When you feel persecuted, surrender the pain which is inflicted upon you. There is consolation. Okay? And the affirmation for this card is your love heals my hurt. Your strength strengthens me. Your goodness leads me to new endeavor. So this is the mudra for air signs. Okay? So surrender what's out of your control. Make sure you're not passing judgment on others, okay? And hopefully they're not passing it on you. Trust and know there's a higher power always working for you, air signs, on your behalf. And anyone who has inflicted any negative energy upon you or has caused you any injustice, do what you can, but trust and know. Let the higher realms handle it. Let higher authority handle those situations. This concludes the read for the air sign, zodiac signs. This is the mudra read for air signs. Later.